Hello, this guide will show you how to manage your filters, also called facets, in Prism Search and Merchandising. We'll also cover when it makes sense to create your own, and just as important, when it doesn't. Here's the big idea to start with. Prism builds your filters for you automatically. Every time your catalog syncs, Prism scans your products and creates a filter for anything worth filtering on. Brands, sizes, colors, materials, and more. So most of the time, there's nothing for you to build. You're simply deciding what your shoppers see and in what order. Let me show you. Okay, let's get started. If you haven't already, click the Facets and Filters tab. Right away, notice the note near the top. Facets are auto-discovered from your product data. That's Prism doing the work for you. Now, take a look at the Source column. Every filter here is marked Prism, which means Prism found it in your catalog and built it for you. Next, look at the Shown column. Some filters are on and some are off. Here's why. Prism creates a filter even when only a few products have that attribute, but it leaves the smaller ones off to keep your storefront clean. You decide which ones are worth showing. Let's turn one on. Scroll down to the Material filter. Right now, it's off because only some of our footwear lists a material. Go ahead and click the Off button and it switches to On. Now, let's hop over to the store and see it. Here's our footwear collection, and here's the filter panel on the left. Let me refresh the page, and there it is, our new material filter, right where shoppers can use it. Let's click it and choose leather. The listing updates instantly to show only leather footwear. Nice. Let's head back to the app. Now let's talk about order. The order your filters appear in the panel is simply the order they're in on this page. Let's say material matters more to your shoppers than color. Grab the drag handle to the left of material and drag it up above color. When you're happy with the order, click Save Order. Back to the store and refresh the footwear collection and notice the filter panel. Material now sits above color, exactly the order we set. Okay, great. So that's managing your list, turning filters on and off, and putting them in the order that helps your shoppers most. And remember, you didn't build any of these. Prism did. So, when would you actually create a filter yourself? Here's the honest answer. Most of the time you won't need to. If you run a bulk update and tag your products with something new, that filter shows up on its own after the next sync. And if you're ever looking for a filter that seems to be missing, check this list first. There's a good chance it already exists and is just turned off. Switching it on is much faster than building a new one. And if you just made changes and want Prism to catch up right now, you can click Rescan Products at the top. There are really only 3 times when creating one by hand makes sense. First, a simple yes or no filter, like waterproof or made in USA. Prism skips these on its own because they only have one value. Second, when you want a filter ready before the products go live. And third, when your data is stored in a format Prism can't read as a filter. Let's do that first one together. We'll add a waterproof filter for our footwear. Let's say your waterproof styles are already tagged in Shopify. Click Add Facet at the top right. Notice the reminder right at the top of the page. Most filters appear on their own, so this form is really for those special cases. For display name, which is the label your shoppers see, let's type waterproof. For source type, we'll choose tag, since our data lives in a product tag. Now watch the internal name field. The hint updates to tell you exactly what to enter. For a tag, it's the word before the colon. Our products carry the tag waterproof, yes. So here we simply type waterproof. And finally, for display type, let's pick toggle, since this is a simple yes or no filter. Let's click Save Facet. And there's our new filter in the list. Look at the source column. This one is marked Merchant, not Prism. That's how you can always tell the filters you created apart from the ones Prism built for you. And because you created it, you'll see a delete button on this row anytime you want to remove it. Prism's own filters don't have that, since Prism manages those for you. Now let's see it live. Over to the store, refresh the footwear collection, and there's our waterproof toggle in the panel. Let's switch it on. The listing updates to show only our waterproof styles. Perfect. So, there you have it. Prism builds your filters automatically. You decide which ones to show and in what order, and on the rare occasion you need something special, creating your own takes just a few clicks. Now you have a solid understanding of facets and filters in Prism search and merchandising. We recommend taking a few minutes to review your list, switch on the filters that matter most to your shoppers, and arrange them in the order that helps people find products fast. That small effort makes your whole store easier to shop.